Hello and welcome. My name is Tianna, and today we are going to do a yoga practice that is all geared towards our lower body. So if you're a person that sits for the majority of their day, if they're working and having to sit, or you're sitting a lot and watching TV, this practice is for you. This practice is to really get your lower body nice and stretched. We don't really realize that when we sit so much, it really starts to tighten a lot of those muscles, definitely in our hamstrings. So we want to make sure that we're being able to stretch our lower body. So this practice is going to be all based on our lower body. You can have straps, you can have blocks, anything that you need within your practice, go ahead and get that out. Roll down your yoga mat and let's get started. All right, so we're going to get started in our seated position. We always come to our breath. Today is no different, and we're also going to set that intention. So if you'd like to set your intention, today's intention word is purpose. And I really feel like that's a strong word, purpose, right? We all look for our purpose, our meaning in life. There's different purposes of why we do things, like why are we stretching our legs, right? We really want to get that full range of motion, and it actually helps our lower back when we stretch our lower body. So that's our purpose. Now let's start with the breath. So get nice and comfortable, nice seated position here. We're going to come to our breath. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale in. Exhale, release. And inhale in. Exhale, release. Inhale in. Exhale, release. We're going to take that chin down towards our chest, stretching the neck. Keeping that chin down, we're going to bring the chin over to the right side, looking to our right. Taking that chin down and over to the left side. And back down to the center. Taking our gaze up towards the ceiling, resting the head on the back. And coming back to neutral. Taking that right ear down on the right shoulder. You can take that left arm out in line with the hip onto your fingertips. Bringing the hand back in, taking the left ear down to the left shoulder. You can take that right arm down, out in line with the fingertips. Bringing that hand back in, we're going to bring our arms up overhead. And exhale, hinge forward, allowing those hands to come down onto the mat, bringing your forearms down. If your legs are crossed, you're really going to feel this stretch, especially in the thighs. Walking your hands back up to center. We're going to take those feet out in front of us. So flexing your feet out in front and allow those toes to come back towards your body. So we're sitting up nice and tall here. We're starting to activate those quads. So again, this practice is all about the lower back. So we really want to focus on that. Let's wiggle out our toes. Get those toes moving. And relax the legs, shake the legs out. We're going to take our legs out nice and wide so you can come to the side of your mat. Taking those legs out nice and wide. I want you to bring your right hand down onto your shin, sweep the left arm overhead. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling as much as possible, allowing that chest to be nice and lifted. You can stack the shoulders, bringing the shoulders overhead. On that exhale, come down and over to the left side. Again, remember you're bringing that chest out, keeping your chest nice and lifted. On that exhale, come back to neutral. We're going to take the shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back. Shoulders up towards the ears and roll it back. And take the shoulders up and slightly forward and up. And slightly forward. Very nice. Shake the feet out. We're going to take that right foot and bring it in. So bring it in towards the inner thigh, inner left thigh. Sweep that left hand down towards the foot, coming over to your side. So this is our side twist here. Just a gentle stretch along the body. You're going to feel this along that side body, even that lower hip and lower back. Again, we want to focus all on our lower body today. On that exhale, bring that gaze towards the toe. So you're going to frame your leg with your hands, bringing that gaze down. Allowing again that right leg is going to stay down onto the ground as much as possible. If this is too much to be out on the side, feel free to bring your leg closer to the middle. Coming back up, we're going to take that right foot out, swap it out, and we're going to bring the left in. Again, we're sitting up nice and high. Going to bring that right hand down towards the foot, sweep the left overhead. If you can bring that gaze up to the ceiling, really getting that chest nice and lifted. On the exhale, turn towards that right foot, framing the leg with both hands. This really feels good on your lower back. You don't have to go down too far. Listen to your body. And coming back up to center, we're going to take the foot back out. Stretch the foot, shake it out. We're going to bring both feet together this time. So both feet together in front. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. And exhale, hinge forward. So those hands can come around the feet or along the ankle, wherever's comfortable for you. Also, if you'd like to put a slight bend into your knees just to get those hands down, you can. So feel free to do that. On that exhale, lower down. I want you to take one more breath. And when you're ready, bringing those hands up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down by your side. We're going to come onto our tabletop position. Untuck your toes. We're going to make circles with our hips. So moving our hips in a circle. We're going to really stretch out those knees, hips. If this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to put a blanket underneath your hips. We're going to pause at the top and go to the opposite direction. One more circle. And coming to the top. Tuck your toes and shift your weight. We're going to do our first downward facing dog. Paddle your feet out here, moving opposite knees. Pushing away with your hands. That gaze is down behind you. And allow your heels to come to stillness. Walk your feet in to bring those heels closer to the earth. Bring your gaze toward your hands. Walk your feet toward your hands. We're in our forward fold. Looking down at your toes, your feet are hip distance apart. You can have a slight bend into your knees. Allowing your body to surrender in your forward fold. Your head is relaxed. Grabbing opposite elbows for our ragdoll pose. Gently sway your body from left to right. Bringing those hands down by our side. Just allow your body to relax here. Gently walk your hands up your body. Once they reach your hips, bringing those arms overhead, gaze up towards the ceiling. Our extended mountain, slight back bend. And exhale, we're gonna go back into that forward fold. Now we're really focusing on that lower body. So I want you to shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Feel that lower back and those hamstrings start to release. As you hinge towards the knees with your hips, try to relax every part of your body. You're hinging forward with as minimal effort as possible. Allowing your head to relax, making yeses and nos with your head. We're going to keep our feet planted. We're going to step the right foot back. Come down onto that right knee. Untuck your back toe. Shift your body back towards the heel. So shifting that hip back. I want you to walk that front foot out. And then flex the heel back towards your body. This is pretty much our modified half split. As you flex that heel back, you're gonna feel your calf. You're also gonna feel this on your hamstring. I want you to have a flat back as possible. You can also be on blocks here. On that exhale, lower your toe down, feeling that stretch. And we're gonna bring the weight back into the foot. Tucking that back toe under. We're gonna stay here in our low lunge just a second. This is our runner's lunge. We're feeling that leg start to activate. And when you're ready, step the back foot up to meet the front. We're in our forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. So we're going to do that same thing on our left side. We're going to step the left leg back. Come down into that knee. Untuck the toe. Shift the weight back. Walking that right foot up. And flexing the heel back towards your body. Now, if this is uncomfortable at any point, you can always put a blanket underneath your knee. Squaring the hips, keeping the chest nice and lifted, feeling that stretch. We're giving that lower body a nice stretch here. Lower that toe. Shift the weight back into the foot. We're gonna come up onto that back foot. We're in our runner's lunge on our left side. Gonna take one more breath, really activate that leg. And step the back foot up to meet the front, forward fold. On your inhale, bring the arms overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shin, flat back. Planting your hands down on the mat. You have the option of coming to a downward facing dog or flowing through and meeting me in a downward facing dog. I'm going to bring that right leg up towards the sky. Gently bring it open if it's available for a three-legged dog, stretching that hip out. Bringing the leg back to center, bringing it through to frame your hands. I want you to pivot that back foot, come up for your warrior one. So feel that stretch along your hip. Bend into that knee. Really feel that squat. So again, we're focusing on our lower body. So I want you to take one more breath here. You got it. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Keep your hip square towards the front of the mat. Inhale, reversing your warrior, bring your gaze up. This is also known as our peaceful warrior. Windmill your hands down, framing your foot, step back, and we'll flow through. Again, if you don't want to flow, you can push back directly to a downward facing dog, and we'll meet you there. Bringing the left leg up towards the ceiling, open it up for a three-legged dog. Bending it through, frame the hands, warrior one on our left. Again, we're focusing all on the lower body, so we are going to stay here just for a few breaths to really feel that benefit of the stretch. Remember, your hip is square towards the front of the mat. Exhale, open up warrior two. Maintain that bend in the knee, maintain the hips square to the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior here. Exhale, windmill the hands down. We'll step back and we'll flow. Bringing the gaze towards your hands. Walk your feet back towards your hands. We're in our forward fold. Shifting the weight into the ball of your feet. Feeling that lower body. On that inhale, come all the way up. Extended mountain arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to put a bend into our knees and sit in our chair. The weight is in your heels. Keeping that spine nice and long. Really feel that lower body start to activate. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to step the right leg back, placing it completely on the mat. So you're just stepping it behind you gently. This is our pyramid pose. So you're letting both legs be straight. You can have a slight bend in the front knee. Allow your head to release down. So this is somewhat similar when we were down on our knees in our sitting split, but this is our pyramid pose. Really good stretch on your hamstring, allowing your head to release, getting more comfortable within the forward fold. Allow your shoulders to relax. You're pressing down on all four corners of your feet, using your toes for stability. And on that exhale, bring the back foot back up to the top. We're back into that forward fold. This time we're going to step the left leg back, just a little back behind us, straightening both feet. Again, both feet should be flat on the mat. And allowing your body to hinge forward into that pyramid pose. Keep breathing. Allowing your body to surrender into the mat with each breath. Use the breath to allow your body to come down. The breath is really what gets you into the posture. Taking that back foot back up to meet the front, we're back into that forward fold. Paddle your feet out here, moving opposite knees, moving your hips. On that inhale, bring your arms overhead, extended mountain. Slight back bend here to counter stretch, and exhale, forward fold. Planting your hands down on the mat, we step back and we flow. We'll meet in our downward facing dog together. Bringing the right leg up, we're going to bring it through and frame the hands. Staying in our runner's lunge here. We're really stretching that leg. On that inhale, bringing the arms overhead. Balancing on both feet. So the ball of the back foot and our complete four corners of our front foot. Again, we're squatting down within that stretch. On the exhale, we're going to take the opposite arm to the front and our right hand will come back. You can look behind you, really feel a twist. We're strengthening that lower body. Both arms come back overhead. And on the exhale, lower the hands down. We'll step the back foot up to meet the front. We're back into that forward fold. Stepping the opposite leg back. Again, we're in that runner's lunge. Feeling that body get nice and steady. And when you're ready, bringing the arms overhead, coming up. We're in that high crescent lunge. Again, taking opposite arms forward and back. Turn that gaze behind you. And coming back to center, both arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands down. Step the back foot up to meet the front. Forward fold. Bringing your hands all the way up. Extended mountain arms overhead. On the exhale, forward fold. Hands to shin for flat back. Planting your hands down on the mat. Step through and we will flow. Again, you can push back. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Bringing the right leg up towards the sky. Bend it and bring it to the outside of the right hand. So bring it to the outside this time. So we're opening that hip. Allow the body to lean forward, bringing that knee directly over your ankle. Feel your stretch here. You can stay here in this position, or if you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can take that outside hand to the inside and then bring the inside hand overhead, bringing that gaze up towards your inside hand. So up towards the ceiling, opening up that chest. If you've brought the hand overhead, bring it back down. Bring both hands to the inside of the foot. We're going to push back, come back to that downward facing dog. Bringing the left leg up towards the sky. Bend it to the outside of the left hand. Again, we're here. Staying here if it's comfortable. Feeling that stretch all along the hip flexor, the psoas. We're really getting a stretch all the way down that leg. Again, if you'd like to take this a little bit further, taking that outside hand, replacing it with the inside, sweeping the inside hand overhead, bringing that gaze up. And on your next exhale, bring both hands back down to the inside of your foot. Push back to your downward facing dog. If it feels comfortable, you can pedal your feet out here. You're going to walk your hands to the back of the mat to meet your feet. We're in that forward fold. Take one more full breath. On that exhale, bring the arms overhead, extended mountain here. On that exhale, bring the hands down into your mountain pose. I want you to walk your body up towards the front of your mat. Come down and sit on your mat. I really want us to focus on our lower body, so we're going to do the rest of our practice on our back. So gently tucking that pelvis in, lowering your body all the way down on the mat, hugging your knees into your chest, giving that lower back a little massage, rocking your knees from left to right. Maybe making little circles in the sky with your knees. Gently pausing and going the other way. And hugging your knees back into your chest. Take a moment here, allowing your shoulders to come down. Notice how your spine is in contact with the mat as much as possible. If not, allowing your body to shift for your spine to be in contact with the mat as much as possible. We're going to take the right leg up overhead, flexing the toes down towards our body. Taking the left leg up overhead to join it. Flexing both toes down towards your body. Feeling the backs of our legs get a little stretch. Putting a bend into our knees, allowing our feet to come flat on the mat. So we're going to stretch here, crossing over your left leg, your right leg, cross that right leg over the left. Gently pushing away, so this is our figure 4 cross. I want you to bring that foot down onto the mat. So let that foot cross all the way over your body. That right foot's going to cross all the way over. Bring your arms out to a T. Turn your gaze away from your knee. Feeling that stretch on your lower back. Feeling your hips start to open. The knee that's on the ground is keeping that foot in place. If you can focus your body to just be here with minimal effort, allow your body to get soft. Releasing tension from that hip, releasing tension from your bent knee. Maybe your feet slide, it's okay. Taking one more inhale and bringing the knees back to center on the exhale. Uncrossing your knee, giving your knees a windshield wiper. Stretch to each side. And then we'll cross the left leg over the right, pushing away with our hand. And when you're ready, letting that left leg fall over to the right side. Taking our hands out to a T, turning your gaze away from your knee. Just taking 2 more breaths here, allowing your body to surrender. Again, if your feet tend to move, it's okay. Just let your body get soft. And when you're ready, bringing those knees back up to center, come back onto your back. Uncross your legs, give your knees a rock from left to right. Hugging your knees into your chest. We're going to straighten out the right leg, hugging in the left. Lower that right leg all the way down. Giving it a hug in here. So you're already feeling that stretch from that right leg, that left leg just being down. You're hugging in that right leg. Now this might be a good stretch for you. You might want to keep it here. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can allow that knee to cross over your body, coming down onto the mat, down into the ground. Take that right hand out behind you and turn away from your knee. I want you to release that tension in your hip. So allow the hip to come away from your tummy. Allow the hip to come down. Take one more breath, getting nice and soft. No tension on the fingers. Bringing that knee back to center if you do have it in. And then we're going to swap out the legs. So lower down the right, hug in the left. Again, you're feeling that stretch here. Feeling that stretch along that extended leg. Hugging that knee in towards your chest. And again, if you'd like to extend this stretch, crossing that knee over your body, letting it fall, taking that other hand out to a T, turning your gaze away from your knee towards that hand. Continue to take some more breaths. And when you're ready, come back onto your back, hugging that knee in. Keeping this leg in, we're going to take the other leg in, having both knees in towards our chest, giving it another rock from left to right. We're going to roll out our ankles, making little circles, going the opposite way. Bringing our hands out to a T. Keep those knees in towards your tummy and allow the knees to fall over to your left. Bring your gaze away from your knees, turning away. Again, this is a nice stretch. This one is called a supine twist. If your shoulders are tight, just allow the body to surrender. It may take a few breaths for your body to get comfortable within this position, and that is okay. On that inhale, bringing the knees back to center and taking it over to the right side. Again, turning your gaze away from your knees. And when you're ready, bringing the knees back to center. Giving your knees a rock from left to right. Taking both feet up towards the ceiling, flexing those toes down towards your body. See if you can get the toes nice and wide. On that exhale, lower down your right leg, hug your left leg towards your body. We're going to get a full stretch, bringing that leg towards, that knee towards our chest. On your exhale, release your shoulders. And we're going to scissor our legs. So swap out the legs, hugging in the right, lowering down the left. Again, you're getting that knee close to your body. You can hold on the back of the leg. You can hold on by your pants. You can hold on with your thighs as well. Either one that's comfortable to you. If you're feeling extra stretchy and you like to hold the big toe with your two peace fingers, you can also do that as well. We're going to scissor our legs again. Again, feeling a stretch. We want to go to the sensation of a stretch and not pain. So if you're feeling any pain at all, please back out of the stretch, listening to your body. And scissoring one last time, holding in the right. And lower the leg down. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up overhead. Exhale, hugging the knees in towards the chest, giving it a rock from left to right. We're going to take both feet down on the mat. You can take them out as wide as your mat. Bring your fingertips down, palms down, and right by your side, and gently walk your heels in to where your fingertips are close to your heels, rather if they touch or they don't. We're rooting down into our feet. We're going to do our bridge pose here. So when you're ready, push into your feet, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. We're counter stretching all of the forward folds, all of the hugging the knees into the chest. See if you can get your hips up just a little higher. Your head and your shoulders are down on the mat. And lower your hips down, giving your knees a gentle rock from left to right. We're going to do that one more time. Walking those heels in towards your fingertips. We root down into our feet and push our hips up towards the sky. Relax your neck. Pressing into the feet. Bringing those hips up as high as you can get them. One last breath. See if you can get it up just a little higher. And when you're ready, lowering your hips, hugging your knees into your chest, giving your knees a rock from left to right. And when you're ready, we're going to release those legs down by our side. Inhale, bring our arms up overhead. We're going to stretch as if we just woken up in the morning. Nice full body stretch here. And when you're ready, exhale the hands down by your side. You can take one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. We're connecting with our breath, allowing our body to relax here and surrender. We're releasing tension starting from the crown of our head, in between our brows, and relaxing our tongue. Letting your body get nice and soft. Allowing your shoulders to release down into the mat. Your fingertips are soft. Your spine in contact with the mat as much as possible. Your hips are relaxed. Knees, ankles, and toes are soft on the mat. You're letting the body fully relax here. With every exhale, just notice where your body's holding tension. And on your exhale, release it away, letting your body get nice and soft. We're coming back to our breath, back to our intention, our sense of purpose. We have a purpose in life that we all must fulfill. Maybe we're questioning our purpose in life. Maybe we're on our path of fulfilling our purpose in life. Just know that you are here for a reason. I want you to take another 2 breaths as we seal our intention. Gently bringing awareness back into our bodies and back into this space. We wiggle our fingers and our toes, inviting movement back into our bodies, allowing our breath to deepen. We gently hug our knees into our chest. One last time for our practice today. Rolling onto our right side. You can cradle your head if you need to. I want you to give yourself this moment to take up space. Giving yourself that time to get reacquainted back with the world. Using that top hand to push yourself up to a seated position, any comfortable seated variation. Taking our hands to heart center, our thumbs into our chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Thank your body for showing up, supporting you within this practice. I thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you. I want you to take this energy, this purpose, this calm, this sense of stretch off the mat and onto your day. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste. Thank you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and please share this video with others. Have a good one.